Hey, what's up guys, Rado here with Dirt and Iron. One of you asked interesting question in the comments on my last video regarding WR450 and how I plan to make it more powerful. So this video I will answer the question, so stick around. Before we go any further, today's shout out goes to Sean and his kids. Hey Sean, thanks a lot for taking a picture and sending it to me. You guys look great on that picture. If any of you have a t-shirt, I didn't send a picture yet, please do that. And if you don't have a t-shirt, there is link below the description, you know what to do. So the question I got asked today is from ABCD. I like your first and last name. And the question is, isn't the purpose of WR to be more tamer, better suited to enduro purposes rather than a pure power like the YZ? Alright, so my last video I was talking about my plan how to make my WR more powerful. Because they come choked from the factory, they are capable to do way more than what they are doing, right? They don't have enough air, they don't have enough fuel, they are restricted, so there is an easy and free way to make them run much better. Now, is it a good thing to do? It's not a good thing to do. I can only tell you what my opinion is, what my take is on this issue. I am an intermediate rider, I would say. I'm not a beginner, but also I'm not too fast. There are guys, when I ride with some guys, they are faster than me, so I would say I'm somewhere in the middle. I think this is a really amazing bike for the trails. And the simple reason why I love it so much is the transmission. The gears, the wide ratio transmission, the first gear is very slow. You can go the technical terrain very easily. And then second and third are really nicely spaced. And fourth and fifth are very long, so when you are on this fast trail on some kind of a desert or just the fire roads, you can go wide open on the fourth gear, fifth gear, and you're not running out of breath. That's what I felt on my RMZ. Actually, RMZ has more horsepower than WR, but WR just feels so much faster because of that transmission. So changing my WR to have a little bit more horsepower and be more responsive and have power everywhere, it will just enhance those already great things that are on WR. It's not gonna change it to YZ. It's not gonna make it a motocross bike. It will be a little bit more responsive to a throttle, but I'm not expecting it to change to a completely different bike. You know, there is a WR, mine is 2004, but there is also a YZ450fx, which is off-road racing bike. And that is very similar to YZ, right? So what I'm trying to do is to make WR into that FX. So it's still not YZ, because you have that different suspension, you have different transmission, you have electric start, you have light. FX doesn't have light, but my WR has light, and I like that because sometimes I'm coming back home a little bit late. So these are all good points about WR, but I still want to have a little bit more power. You know, I want that the throttle to be responsive, to have power everywhere, and I just want that engine to be free, you know. If it has the potential to go a little bit more, if it has the potential to breathe better and runs better, I really want to give that to the engine, right? So that's my point. I don't think it will become more difficult to ride. Once you have some control over the bike, it's all about you. How much you twist the throttle is all about you. If it has a little bit more punch, it's not gonna do any bad. It's not gonna do any trouble to your riding. That's the way I see it. So I really, for me, for my riding, for my style of riding, I can use a little bit more punch where I need it. The main reason why these bikes come so choked up from the factory, so restricted, it's emission. Because they need to be under certain standard, they need to be under standard for smog and for sound. So they have exhaust that is very restrictive, they have a throttle that doesn't rev as high, and they have airbox that doesn't let air in, so they're running very lean so they can pass the smoke. And you know, once you get it, it's not difficult to just uncork it and get rid of all these things that Yamaha had to put there to be able to sell it on the market and put a green sticker on it or make it street legal. Same goes for KTM. You know, when you get XC or XCW, these bikes, they are race bikes, they are not restricted, they are open, they run really well. But if you get EXC, which is made also for street legal, and they come with green stickers, some of them, not 2018s though. So those bikes, they are choke, they have, you need to open the airbags, you need to put different exhausts on it, you need to put different map on it if they have fuel injection. So it's exactly the same deal. They come like that from a factory because they have to. Otherwise, the KTM would not be able to sell it on the market as a street legal dual sport bike. But once you get it, majority of people, they go through those mods and just make it shine and make it reveal all the potential that the bike has from the factory. All those things are just some artificial things how to choke the power. But if I'm getting any of those bikes, I would open it and let it run the way it was supposed to run in the beginning. So my answer to you, ABCD is that WR450 is a great bike, and if you add a little bit more, it will be even better bike. It will not lose any of that capability of a great enduro machine. It will just become a little more sharper and still easy to ride. It will just have a power, so when you need it, you can use it. If you are a beginner rider, maybe it's a little bit spooky, but if you are somewhere intermediate like myself, I think I will be able to manage that bike, and I'll be able to get that power when I need it, when I want it, and be a little bit faster and just enjoy the ride a little bit more, get a little bit more adrenaline in my blood, and just have more fun on the bike. Alright guys, well that's about it for this video. I really want to hear what you think about it, so please comment below in the comment section. Let me know if it's good to uncork it or not good to uncork it. What is your opinion? This was my opinion, this is the way I see it. And you guys, don't forget, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you later.